Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. This is still the Talisman League. And lots of fun things are happening. Ooh, market source. Let's pick up a statue. Let's see how lucky I am with the spawns this time. Sometimes I'm lucky enough that the first or the second room will have the statue. Other times I have to do a full clear. We'll see what this one turns out to be. Let's do some boosting, and they all exploded. They all exploded with joy. Also, if you guys could please keel over, then I can get my loot. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. So this is still part of the middle part of Act 2, of Act 3. It's see, the stash. Also, it seems the game is a bit glitchy / laggy at times. That's a new thing. It didn't do that a couple of days ago. Frame rate is still pretty good. Latency is good. Okay, that's I know, I've in the patch notes and on Reddit and such, I have seen people complain a bit about some frame rate issues. So it could be that one of the most recent patches just introduced something that was slightly at odds with game performance, and chances are it will get fixed in one of the hotfixes. I mean, there have been, what is it, like 3 or 4 hotfixes already for patch 2.1.0c. So the devs are definitely working on just stabilizing the game as soon as possible, which is always a noble goal. Let's see, more enemies. If you guys get over here, then we can just all curse you and you can all die. Yeah, thank you. So Flame Dash is actually a pretty efficient movement skill. The charges recharge pretty quickly. And you can, if you use shift for movement, you can actually just travel to the edge of the screen without too much issues. And without getting stuck on enemies and things like that. Let's see, catacombs, that's not quite where I want to go. Right, so that probably means I have to head north. That's often the case. If it's not the catacombs, then there is a gap in the wall somewhere close. Ooh, a jeweler's strongbox. That might be interesting. And you, nice one. Of course he drops an item. Why wouldn't he drop an item? Let's see. Conversion, and another conversion. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't actually look past this pile of junk. Contains identified items and a stream of monsters. Sure, fine. Here, have a gas bolt. Some contagion. There's more monsters. Oh wow, I'm killing things faster than they can come out. Nothing interesting. Okay, too bad. Time to move on. Yeah, see, there's a bend to the north. Level often follows this route, at least in my experience. It's always possible that you see patterns where there are none, but in this case there seems to be an exit here. Yeah, to the weatherfront. So that's good. I'm correctly remembering this. So this area has a waypoint that's usually not too far out. Let's see, can I teleport up? No, this is not actually a wall. At least not yet. Traveling among the height differences here is always a bit, let's call it interesting. You. Yeah. What's up there? Something I can teleport to. That's the nice thing about the flame dash. It's actually a teleport that just leaves a trail of fire, but technically it's a teleport. So height differences are not as much an issue as they would be, for example, with the whirling blades. Even though mechanically they seem to work similarly. At least they look similarly. When you move a bit along the ground and you hurt things in the way. That's superficially that's similar enough. And one more point. And there are a bunch of enemies over here. Let's see. Let's give you all something to do. And there's only the boss remaining. So let's see. That was the waypoint over there. Now let's see if we can get the... Can we get over there? No. Can we get down there? No. Okay. Let's have a look. A boss here. Yeah, you. So I actually put a conversion trap in the middle. I was trying to convert the yellow guy. Just to put enemies against each other. It's always a nice way to play, divide and conquer. And then just give everybody some time to die of chaos. Full ring mail, it's a 4-link, it's not relevant though. Hey there, Forici. Assassinate yet another target. This was a nice example of a 3-part contagion essence drain link, killing enemies in 3 stages. You die. Black Maw Talisman of Calm. And we have the bridge thing over there. Alright, so I was slightly off with my idea of where the bridge would be, but it doesn't matter. And they all die of chaos in the end. And there is the chest, exactly what I wanted. There's a boss there, but we'll face him on the way back. First tap this one, so we have the quest. And then we can say hello to you. Actually, I've just infected him and then moved on, and then just pick him up on the way back. And there actually is a target on the menu there, which is good. Extra reputation with Forici is always a good thing. You guys just die. Yep. Drink potion. It's gonna be pretty tricky to actually kill the target without killing the henchman, if I ever get that mission. It's really not going to be my style. Some rings, they're nice and easy to sell. Got an easy way to obtain some currency items. Belts are nice as well. For the rest I actually don't care. Yeah. Okay, where was Forici? Oh, that's just a regular yellow, it's not a talisman yellow. They all died of unique cobalt jewel. What is it? Fertile Mind, plus 20 intelligence. Dexterity from passives and radius is transformed to intelligence. Interesting. I mean, intelligence, it boosts mana and it boosts energy shield, both of which are properties that I actually care about. So, dexterity, it boosts accuracy and evasion. I don't care about accuracy, I do care about evasion. But if it's energy shield or evasion, then it doesn't really matter, and I gain more additional benefits from the intelligence than from the dexterity. Okay, so let's get over to the Solaris temple now. Making some pretty good progress this episode, I have to admit. Picked up a statue, got a couple of waypoints, picked up the spool, so we don't have to go back here. Okay, this is the Solaris temple. Yeah, there's just way too many of these curtain things around to not be the Solaris temple. I mean, Lunaris temple only has creepy stuff. And a bunch of slain curtains. Okay. Boom. They die pretty quickly. Okay. Buckskin tunic. Oh, it's a chromatic orb. I like my chromatic orbs. Okay, big room, probably the two uniques. Yep, Voltaic Shield and his brothers as well, the Infernal Seal. Okay, just infect everybody, just mow down the ranks. That's also nice, just one cast and he's almost dead. A second cast, we just walk around a little bit. Actually, we can just put a curse on him, recast, and then wither. It goes down even faster. Ooh, and he uses spirit shields. Ah, that's only 5% increased spell damage. That's just lousy. At this point, 5% when I already have 15%, I lose too much spell damage to actually make it worthwhile. At least that's my thinking. Hello, Talisman, curtain, ribbon. Ray grip increases physical damage. Ah, nice. That's I think that's a 6th unique graphic I have now. So if I encounter another stone circle, then I definitely have amulets to hand in. So the devs in a recent post, I think they had a bit of a Q&A about different aspects of the game. And one of the things they said that basically the stone circles have a more or less equal opportunity to spawn in most places, but they actually have an extra chance to spawn in places that are more obviously corrupt or occult. So Lunaris temple, where piety has all her creepy rituals and things, probably a good place to find more, while Lunaris temple, being very pure, is more or less the opposite. So that was an interesting bit of insight, I think. Let's see. Clasped boots, let's ID them as well. And these things I'm just gonna sell them without even IDing, since I don't really care. Well, this is rare, so I want to ID it. Let's see, what does it do? Extra spell damage. If you compare it with what I got now, it's built in 15% and some lightning resistant to fire, gem bonus. It's for flame dash, so I couldn't care less. This one, on the other hand, it's 16% spell damage, so that's better. Increased crit chance, which on my primary spells I actually don't even care about, but sure. Extra mana regen and extra cold regen, cold resistance. But it does have a lower energy shield, so it's nice for the mana regen. Let's keep it and see how much of a difference it makes. Clasped boots. It's on par for energy shield and evasion. It boosts intelligence rather than dex, and it gives a bunch of trash mobs rather than life and mana, so I don't really care. Vitality, well, it's an aura, that's always worth keeping. 2 stone ring, 16 gold and lightning. Well, let's keep it, I might want to reroll it at some point. And a padded jacket. It was also on par. It's not sockets wise, but I think I have enough sockets to shift some things around. Let's see, gain some dex. Energy shield, evasion is it's slight downgrade actually. I do gain a lot of extra life. Some life regen, some cold resistance rather than fire resistance. Again, this is it's a side grade. Though boosting it by 50 life might be beneficial. So let's set it, stash all the obvious things that are stashable. And as I said, just get rid of these. Oh, we can stack these things. See, new shape. So there's now 6 different ones. We got another one of these. So the next 2 of the stone circles I can actually do. These 4 and then one of this, and then the other 4 and then another of these. So that's going to be pretty good. We can hand this in, we can hand that in, and these 2 I have to check. Let's see. Let's hand this into the guy just to get rid of it. Yeah. So if we have a look, 751 life, and we equip it. Clickety. 821. So that's 70 extra life. That's not nothing. Definitely not nothing. So that's worth considering. In this case, this is mostly for mana regen purposes. So 6.8 currently. If I equip it, I go up to 8.6. That's huge. So definitely interesting as well. Okay, so these 2 items, I'm just gonna put them in the stash, and in between episodes, I'll give them a proper check and see if I can make it work. But that's just quickly evaluating items, and they look promising. Let's see, torch cage on the floor. My skills are still where I left them, so time to move on. Let's see, some blue ribbons, dead blue ribbons. Another room with a yellow in it, which dies pretty darn quickly. Really doesn't matter what they are, they all die to chaos. See, this is one of the nice things you can really just group enemies, just have a small train coming after you. And then you just turn around and you cast them, and boom, the entire train gets set on fire. Okay, dead end as usual. Most of the times you come from there and then you enter this way, so this is slightly mirrored. Something I did notice since I think it's since the 2.0 patch, the expansion, the Awakening expansion, that they do a more active job of rotating level components, which does add a bit more variety to the experience.
You there.
Hey, you again.
Kill this selfish.
This is it's Forichi's hour, isn't it? Forichi here, Forichi there, Forichi everywhere. Well, nice thing is that he spawns at the beginning, so I know there's a lot of... Basically the entire rest of the level could have the enemies, rather than having to backtrack for them. And I don't really appreciate backtracking as much. Oh, so that's... boom. Stay a little bit at a distance. And they explode. I think there was a trick with the Death and Talismans. I saw ZKD talk about it in a video this morning, I think. That if you give the Death and Talisman, if you just drop one on the floor against a unique boss and they pick it up, they will start spawning little maggots like these. So if you have a build that uses AoE attacks, for example like a Reaver with life on hit, or something with Abyssal Cry, which causes explosions. Let's not do that while there's a boss here. Then you will actually get a lot of extra spawns from it. So basically something like this. See, she picked it up. And she didn't explode because unique monsters are not capable of exploding. So if you have a build that's required of having minions around and you're in a fight that actually doesn't really spawn minions, that way you can enforce it. So I thought it was a nice trick, a nice use of game mechanics. Let's see, 2 additional sockets, Rogue Exile, revives dead nearby the monsters, ignites when activated. Interesting. So I hope it doesn't breach over there, but I don't have a way to deal with corpses, so we'll just have to work with it. Okay. And everybody's dead. That was pretty convenient, I have to say. Chromatic boot knife, always nice. Some wisdom, some blinders. Everything has, oh wow, 5 sockets on a mage's vestments. That's Scarlet Raiment. Ooh. Hey, this is just a nice item to bring along. I mean, you can't get 5 sockets until level 35, so this is way too early, which is pretty darn awesome. But the Scarlet Raiment, this, I think I'll have to just spend some crafting time on this, because it's the next tier of item, and it has 4 sockets on it, so there's interesting link potential there. Superior Blinders, nice to sell. Anything else that's relevant? It's a blue Scarlet Raiment. Oh, I already got the white one that I can bump. And this is just loot from the guy. So that's not gonna have 5 links. Well, that was a nice surprise. Also pretty darn full on items. Let's look at portal. Just go so quickly. Gauge. That's a lot of energy shields, but it's not enough. I also want some evasion on it. Wow, I'm actually running low on ID scrolls again, because I'm just identifying so many items. This is okay. 43 points of resistance. That's actually, I shouldn't sell it just yet. This one, extra damage, I don't really care. And as I said, I want to focus on the chaos damage amulets and things like that. Rapier, boot knife, Scarlet Raiment, these are also keepers. This one is a seller. Stash them, and there we go. And then we look for a Gemling Queen. Oh yeah, that was also fun. Let's move out. Let's see, over here is the exit. Oh, a large strongbox. Okay. Maybe you guys should just, no, die. Let's ID this. Or, actually, yeah, I don't want to know what's coming up. 16 times increased rarity. That's not too bad. Boom, 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 boom. And then the last one. And it's dead. And we get clasped boots, 5-shot salad. The next thing you know, I need to start selling white items again. And their target is ahead. Augustina Solaria. Stand still and die. Yeah. So, Farici was at the beginning of the level, which is rather convenient. Large flasks. And is this already where the waypoint is? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So I'll just I'll walk back to hand in the quest at the guy after the level is done. Let's see, what do we get here? Nothing really interesting, so let's just sell the gold amulet. Okay, and we gained another point, and that is for the last node. So we now have a full circle. So that means I can actually start refunding these as I encounter scouring orbs and get refund points from quest rewards. So I think for the next 3, just to be on the defensive side, I'll probably want to get this wheel. There's evasion ratings, energy shield, there's resistances on here, energy shield recharge speed, which is already boosted to the roof, so this is going to boost it even further. I think now if my recharge kicks in about, yeah, it's almost 3 seconds and I'm full again. So that's pretty nice, rather than the usual 6 or so seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna end this recording now, and then I'll just walk back to Mr. Verici, who was somewhere all the way over there. Actually, just get started while I'll do the outro. So yeah, well, we have finally arrived at the, in my opinion, more interesting part of Act 3. Both of the temples, and afterwards we get, of course, the piety fight, we get the dominus fight, we have the library where we get more passive skills or more support gems, I mean. And yeah, it's just generally, it's more exciting, more interesting monster types, and it's all just going to be a lot of fun. And with that, I am going to leave you for this episode, so I thank you very much. And I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.